you ever do what my grandpa called a little horse trading, trying to strike up a deal, one of the prerequisites of such a deal is answering the question, "What's in it for me?" Hi, this is Barry Phelps, a 2-minute tour, day 2 of Vayikra, and he called. Let's stay in chapter 1 of Vayikra, Leviticus, and let's begin where we left off yesterday with verse 4. He shall lay his hand on the head of the ascending offering, and it shall be accepted on his behalf to make atonement for him. He shall slay the bull before Yahweh, and the sons of Aaron the priest shall bring the blood and sprinkle the blood all around on the slaughter place, which is at the door of the tent of appointment. He shall scan the ascending offering, cut it in its pieces. The sons of Aaron the priest shall put fire on the slaughter place and lay the wood in order on the fire. And the sons of Aaron the priest shall arrange the pieces with the head and the fat on the wood, which is on the fire of the slaughter place, but the entrails and its legs he washes with water. And the priest shall burn all of it on the slaughter place as an ascending offering, an offering made by fire. Notice this last phrase, a sweet fragrance to Yahweh. This is the description of the first description of the ascending offering. It is the offering of a bull. Someone who cannot afford a bull can offer a sheep or a goat, and someone who can't afford a sheep or goat can bring 2 birds. The goal is to provide a means of approaching the overall word in Hebrew that covers the idea of sacrifice or offering is korban, korbanot, the plural. And it is a word, it gives us the idea of drawing near or approaching. And so it is an idea that by this korban, by this presentation, one is able to draw close to Yah. Contrary to faddish, popular pop theology, can you imagine pop theology, where the whole idea of Yeshua hanging on a tree, coming and living before us and dying in our behalf, it's all to make us feel better. It's all about the building up of ourselves. It's about life improvement, self-improvement. It's a feel-good gospel. And in this feel-good pop theology gospel, we are afforded an easy access to the Most High, where we run up to Daddy God's lap and jump on board. And while sitting on his lap, on his knee, we lean close into Daddy God's breast, his chest area, and just feel the warmth and the encouragement and have a big moment. And we whisper to him all of our biggest dreams. And while he pets us, strokes our hair, "Be patient, my child. I'll bring it all to pass just for you." No, you won't find this legitimately in Scripture. Yah is not about being accessed without protocol, without understanding who he is, and even to the nth degree of such, you're not going to jump on his lap. That's not scripturally sound, and we need to get beyond that and not allow ourselves to be entertained into such approach thinking. And it's not as though Yah has his arms out and dares us to even think of coming close. He wants us close. He wants to dwell in our midst. But at the same time, he is always going to be Yod He Vav He, Elohim of Israel. And he is going to be set apart, most set apart. And his word is always going to be what we will find later on in this book. I am set apart, and I will be set apart by those who approach me. This process that we have read here is Yah saying, I want you to come, but I want you to understand that there is a price in coming. It's not a fee. This is not a well, fee is the best word I can come up with at the moment. It's not a privilege that you have slipped money under the table for. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Yeah, it's open. It's open, and everybody understands, and everybody has to come the same way. As we approach Him, the animal that we bring, all of it in its process is laid on the altar. We're not walking away with anything. We don't get the skin. We don't get the bones. We don't get any of the meat. We watch it all go up in smoke to the Most High. After all, this is the Olah, the ascension, the elevation, the burnt offering. All of those terms are the same. And the idea is that as this entire animal goes up in flames and smoke into the heavens, Yah smells, even in what we would hold our nose at the burning of flesh, He hears and smells a sweet aroma. It's a well-pleasing thing to Him because He knows that we have given all of something. Matter of fact, we have given all of ourselves. And the thing is that we are exemplifying that by paying the price of a choice animal. It's not just any animal in the herd that we can just say, I'll take that one. We look for the best that we have, the number one animal that we have, and we give it to Him. This is to teach us that Yah wants, number one, ourselves. And He wants all of us, every part of us. I remember many years ago, Laura and I had not long been married, and I bought this album, an LP that goes back a ways. And the artist on the LP was in live concert format and was talking about how that as a young person, he was praying about being sent to Africa as a missionary, because in that day, if you really serve God, in his vernacular, then you would be going to Africa and being a missionary. And he said, I just knew that's what I was supposed to do. So I was praying and praying and praying about going to Africa as a missionary. And he said, to his surprise, he never got called to do that. And in prayer, he questioned why. And the response was, I only wanted you to be willing to go. The thing that we fear we lose the most, ourselves, when we put it on the altar and we say, Father, take all of me. And most of us have prayed those, especially teenage prayers. But as some young venture in our life, we have come to a place where I give you my life, I give you my future, I give you my dreams, I give you everything that I have. I'll give all of my money, I'll give away my automobile, I'll give them my clothes, whatever you want me to do. That is a total surrender prayer. And it may be young, and it may be zealous, it may be idealistic, but Yah listens, and He takes us at our word. Over the years, I've prayed those style prayers many times, and Yah has taken me at my word. Serving Him is no different for me than it has been for you. It's cost us all something. But it is that process where we experience in life where we are tested and proven again and again. Will you give? Will you give? Abraham, will you trust me to go to Mitzrayim? Abraham, will you trust me with this situation of the kings and their civil war? Abraham, will you trust me with the cities of the plain? Will you put your own son on the altar? Whatever we give, Yah is worth it. And what we gain is immeasurable. Don't be afraid to approach him, and don't be afraid to give him your best. He's worth it. And I'll see you again tomorrow. To then, shalom.